All right, our friends with Whataburger are here and they're bringing back a fan favorite. And the burger chain is celebrating a grand opening in our area very soon. We've got all the details straight ahead.
Also, we're learning about the most common tree-related failures after hurricanes and how you can prevent them. Welcome into our second hour of Studio 10. I'm Jennifer Lambers.
And I'm Chelsea Sayas. Our friend Joe has the morning off. Thank you so much for sticking around for Studio 10 at 10. Listen to this. There is some new honorary British Knights.
So former England football captain David Beckham, Oscar-winning actor Gary Oldman, and The Who frontman Roger Daltrey were awarded knighthoods in this year's King's Birthday Honors List.
Yeah, Beckham was recognized for his services to sport and charity. He has represented English football 115 times and has worked as a UNICEF ambassador since 2005.
Oldman was awarded knighthood for services to drama. In 2018, he won an Oscar for his portrayal of Winston Churchill in the film Darkest Hour.
I'm gonna have to watch this. I never watched that
I don't think I did
movie,
either.
so I'll have to check that one out. And then Daltrey was honored for his services to charity. In addition to his storied musical career, he has served as the patron of the Teenage Cancer Trust since 2000. So congratulations to all of these guys. I'm sure as someone who lives in the United Kingdom, this is probably the highest honor that you can get.
I feel like it definitely is. So a lot of good names there, well deserved, especially recognizing all different aspects of what they've been doing.
Right, yeah. Well, congrats
to them. Well, an all-new exhibit from Ripley's Believe It or Not will have you brushing up on your facts about hair in Arizona.
This is odd. So it's called Hair Raising, the Unruly World of Strand. From human hair to animal hair, it's all about the facts of follicles.
You can comb your way through a dozen displays of hairdos and learn about the history behind some famous locks.
And the exhibit is in Scottsdale at the Arizona Boardwalk, and it will be available for a limited time. The older I get, the more I think that like a loose hair is more disgusting.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
My hair in the shower, I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, I can't do it anymore. It's so gross to me. It's so gross. I know other people who are like that too, so I'm not alone in that walk, but I'm glad they go through all the history, like the hairdos. I'm cool with that. I'd love to learn more about that.
You don't want to go and feel it and look at it.
I don't want to do that. I don't care about other people's hair. I don't even care about mine half the time, but I don't know, stray hair just makes me a little nauseous.
I'll say I like museums, but if it anything to do with touching, I'm like, no, you lost me.
I'm out there too. Yeah, you're not alone. This is interesting. I'm excited to ask you about this. So some people in their 20s and 30s are ditching tech-driven hobbies for some old-fashioned fun.
A Wall Street Journal report says young Americans are swapping constant cell phone use and doom scrolling for pastimes dubbed as grandma hobbies.
That's right. And so they are now choosing knitting, crocheting, scrapbooking, baking, crafting, and reading.
People partaking in, quote, grandma hobbies say they were searching for ways to take a break from technology.
And the survey also found among Gen Z participants, 86% considered themselves crafters, while 30% say that they've taken an arts and crafts class. Our friend Vanessa has taken many of those since she started her new Very Vanessa segments on Good Day Gulf Coast. Do you feel like you're drawn to this like them, or?
I don't think I'm there yet.
Okay.
It's piqued my interest. I do have a lot of friends that have gotten into the knitting and the crocheting. I haven't reached that point. I just need time to even find time for hobbies right now. I want to. I want to get into bread making. That's the one that I really want to do. I'm late to the game because a lot of people have already been there. But
I'm nervous about that one too. I went to Sessions Farm Market to tape a segment, which you'll see this week. And I got some homemade bread that they had there. It's just next level. Like it's next level compared to what you can get at the store. Earlier we talked about this story on Good Day Gulf Coast. I am not into the knitting, crocheting, but I am into the baking and reading right now. Part of me just wants to live like it's 2003. When I get home, I just crave sitting and like putting on some jazz music and cooking and baking. It's become therapy, honestly. And so I mentioned that, and I had a viewer, her name is Jeanette. I don't want to say her last name because she didn't, I didn't ask her if I could do this, but she sent me a banana nut bread recipe this morning. She says that it's her mother-in-law's recipe. She's been making it for 50 years. So I told her this week I'm going to go home and make this. Yes, I love making banana nut bread.
Do you see the light on her face from that?
Pumpkin bread and banana nut bread are two things I'm confident in right now, and so I have a new recipe to try out, and I'm excited about that.
So that's great. So I want to get into the baking, the bread. I am trying to get more into reading, so I think that's my thing.
Yeah.
I cleaned up my bedroom this week, and in the corner we have a big couch. It's like the couch and a half. So I was even thinking about, I was like, before bed, this is what I want to do. I want to put down the phone and instead just read here.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a world of tech. It's nice to just kind of like turn it off.
Exactly.
And do something else.
It's so hard in this profession too.
I know, for sure. Well, if you want to keep your tech and use your app, Taco Bell has an app, and it's adding more bird to its menu after success with its crispy chicken nuggets.
Yes, Taco Bell unveiled its new crispy chicken strips, tacos, and burritos this week. The chicken strips are marinated in a zesty jalapeno buttermilk flavor and fried with crispy tortilla chips.
Nice. And the Mexican fast food chain is also putting out new spicy ranchero and avocado ranch sauces. That menu item will be available nationwide starting June 17th. That's tomorrow for a limited time.
Taco Bell says that crispy chicken strips will be on the menus for good in 2026.
All right, that sounds good.
It does. It's something that I would try. We don't eat Taco Bell a lot.
We don't either.
It's our road trip food.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like stop and
if they're open late, anytime we're on the road, we always get there super late. So and whatever hotel we're staying at, I swear there's always a Taco Bell next to it.
They do that on purpose, I feel like, right? I think Whataburger is here, and I'm not just saying this, but Whataburger is our road trip food. Breakfast for sure, it's an early road trip. We always make a stop at the one in Saraland, and then
you get the honey butter chicken biscuit.
No, I'm a sausage, egg, and cheese taquito girl with a medium fry instead of hash brown, 2 pecani sauces, 1 spicy ketchup, and a large crispy Coke. That's it. I know it by heart. That would be my last meal, I think, if I could choose. Well, we want to talk about weather. It's a good morning to stop through the drive-thru this morning, but that could change by this afternoon.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so just make sure it has a nice little overhang for you. Put the window up and down real quick if it starts raining out there, because that is something that we are once again anticipating. Taking a look at satellite and radar out there, things mainly active closer towards our coastal areas as more of these showers and storms are just beginning to push further north. Now, what we're starting to see with radar out there is just going to be some isolated showers closer towards Mobile County, the majority of that pushing away from Dauphin Island, closer towards the Florida Panhandle. This is where the bulk of that activity is really taking place. Starting to see some of that in just a little bit in Escambia County, Florida there, but the majority in Santa Rosa and Okaloosa counties, plus Mobile County, really starting to see some of that just pushing closer towards Sims. So in case you are out driving, please make sure that you drive carefully, especially if you are in a silver or a white car. You find yourselves in one of these heavy downpours. Double check that your headlights are turned on. You might have to manually do it. Sometimes I have to do it in mine, even if they're automatic, just that way you're visible to other drivers. Really want those tail lights illuminated. You disappear really easily in some of those downpours. Now, taking a look outside, there is some of that rain that you can see just on the left side of your camera there from our Battleship Memorial camera, brought to you by Navigator Credit Union. Gray, gloomy, still some peaks of sunshine out there. Not really looking the prettiest, but it's not feeling the best either. Temperatures resting in the mid 80s, dew points upper 70s, so feeling more like 97. That's the trend all across the area. Many spots just starting to see some of those 80s. If you look at Mobile Regional, 79, but it's only cool because of the rain showers out there. Feels like temperatures still hot and muggy, so we're already feeling like the triple digits in some spots. Molino, Milton, Gulf Shores all coming in at 100 degrees so far. Other spots upper 90s, and it's only 10:08. We still have quite a bit to go ahead of us, but taking a look at the temperatures for the remainder of today, you start to notice some fluctuations in the temperature and also the heat indices. That's going to be some rain showers that we could potentially see out there, but the rain chances will only continue for the week ahead of us. Summertime here on the Gulf Coast. Just keep those umbrellas and rain jackets handy just in case.
All right. Well, some things to remember. It seems like it'll kind of be the same as last week.
Yeah, possibly a little bit more rain coverage today.
Okay. Well, Jen will keep us updated right here on Fox 10 and on Fox 10 Midday coming up. Well, we have a really fun fundraiser to tell you about. It's called the Birdies for Buckets Golf Fundraiser, and it's raising money for the Baldwin County High School boys basketball team. We've got details right after the break.
Also, registration is open for the Marching Cougars Band Experience. How you can sign your teen up, that's coming up when we come back. Well, the Marching Cougars are gearing up for another season for teens and preteens who want to learn how to play an instrument and more. We have flag coordinator Carmony Tafar here this morning with all of the details. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And so for anyone unfamiliar, what exactly is the Marching Cougars?
So the Marching Cougars was established in 2012 under the direction of Mr. David Sank, which is a continuation of James Seals Marching Tigers, also known as Texas Street. And it's just an outlet for kids after school and to become better musicians.
And so it sounds like a great opportunity. If it sounds a little familiar, people might have seen them before. I understand that you guys play at Mardi Gras parades.
Yes, we played almost every night, as well as different community services such as LaFleur Homecoming Weekend, Central Weekend. You'll see us throughout the city.
And so if someone is interested, what are the requirements to be part of the Marching Cougars?
So we accept students or kids from ages 9 to 18 from any school, any community. There's an audition for the dancers and the flag girls. And if you need to contact us, you can call us at 251-509-8792 or email us at marchingtigers@aol.com.
And so this is something that I can tell that you're passionate about. How long have you been with this organization?
Since we were at James Seal, Texas Street.
So quite a while.
2002.
Oh, wow. So you have quite a bit of experience under your belt. And so if someone is considering they want to get their kids involved in this, just what is something that you've really taken away from joining in, one of the benefits that you think of why people should be a part of it?
Social skills, becoming better musicians. It's just an outlet for kids. Most kids, they don't have anything to do at home, so we pull them in and they just have fun and they don't want to leave.
And so what are some of the popular instruments that some of them choose to play with this?
Percussion, snare, bass drum, tenor drum, tubas, percussion section.
And so I understand that you have a parent meeting coming up. What does that look like? How do folks get involved with it?
June 24th at Taylor Park, 1050 Baltimore Street, Mobile, Alabama 36603. The meeting will be from 6:30 to 8:30. And again, you can contact us at 251-509-8792 or email at marchingtigers@aol.com.
Awesome. And do they need to RSVP for that meeting or just show up if they want to get their kids involved?
Just show up. Also, if your kids are interested in becoming a dancer, they do have to audition.
There you go. So do keep that in mind that some of this is part of that audition process. And Carmenita, was there anything else that you want to include today?
Thank you for having me.
Of course, something to check out. Keep it in mind for any of your preteens or teens if you want to get them involved. As always, we're going to have more information on this on our website, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. But thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Chelsea. Well, in today's What's Cooking, we're checking in with our sister station in Baton Rouge. They're making a pork, brats, and shrimp burger with caramelized onion relish. Check it out.
Ooh, you better believe it, y'all. A pork, brats, and shrimp burger with onion relish could be better. Unofficial start of summer.
I love
happening
that.
today, right, Jana?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm all for the summer.
Now,
Very good.
So, Jana, you see my little pot smoking here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, we teach this at culinary school, right? Pots talk to us all the time.
Yes,
Except that's not a pot.
It's a pan, but
It's not a pan. It's a grill.
No, this is a pan.
Okay.
There's a pot right over there. This is a grill.
You're confusing me.
The point
And you
is,
can cook this outside.
the point is, it's smoking. That means it's ready
It's
to
ready.
do something.
All right.
So what do you
It's
have
talking
here?
to us.
Okay.
So we've got some ground pork, we've got some brats that we've removed from the casing, and we've ground up some shrimp as
So
well.
3 different, 2 meats and a seafood.
Yeah, I love how we're adding seafood
Yeah,
to
that's
this.
really great.
Never heard of that.
And then we have some diced shrimp. So we have ground shrimp and diced shrimp.
Wow.
A little bit of garlic.
You know, I tell people all the time, you don't have to question whether something's going to be good or not. Just listen to the ingredients hitting the pot, and the audience or anybody in the kitchen watching will say, "Oh my God, that's got to be good," right?
Can you season it up for me, Chef? I've also
Can I?
added some canned adobo that's been chopped up and chipotle peppers.
A little coarse salt here.
And have fun with your burger. Add whatever you want. Use all sorts of fillings and flavors.
I'm not having anybody having fun with my burger. That's
Well,
my
I got.
burger.
I'm doctoring these onions up a little bit with
And spice,
syrup?
Johnny.
Some
Spice.
syrup?
Oh yeah, you can go
Yes,
there.
that's steamed syrup, and I think you got some beer over there.
Oh, I don't have any left. I wonder where that went.
And let me stir this to keep it from burning.
And when you mix up your burger
working
patties,
I'm working both sides.
You
of the-
are.
I'm used to that. That's good.
we want to be sure that we don't break up the meat too bad. We don't want them to be tough. We want them to be nice and tender. So we're going to rake through the meat, right, Chef?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things you teach really well at Nichols is that most at home cooks will just kind of grab the meat like this. Cooks, keep your fingers open as you fork through it. Johnny, I have to say, this really is what we call piling on in cooking, right?
Look at that.
Jana, look at the ingredients
I know, I'm
in here, huh?
excited. I love a shrimp burger.
And no doubt, y'all, that you want to get the skillet or the grill or whatever grill you're using, get it really nice and hot because that's a thick burger.
Excited to check it out. Well, coming up, you can celebrate Iced Coffee Day with Dunkin'. It'll be a chance to enjoy your favorite iced coffee and also help children in our community. We'll have the details coming up in a live interview. Plus, also, I'm going to be talking more about our forecast. The tropics are quiet for right now. That's great news. However, I still hear rumbles of thunder outside. I'll talk more about what's on radar and your futurecast coming up when we come back. Welcome back in. Here's a chance for you to get a piece of Hollywood history.
Yeah, so more than 450 items belonging to the influential director David Lynch are officially going up for auction.
Lynch, who passed in January, was known for his unique and surrealistic films and TV shows, including Blue Velvet and Twin Peaks.
Personal artifacts being auctioned include props, fine art, and memorabilia.
Other items from his home will be included, like a vintage Chanel sofa, a director's chair, and an espresso machine.
And that live auction for the David Lynch collection is set for June 18 from Julien's Auctions and Turner Classic Movies. If you're a movie lover, it's got to be so cool to have one of those pieces.
Especially the director's chair.
Yeah.
That one would be the big one.
Well, we've got burgers to eat, folks, and fish. So we hope that you have a great Monday. Jen's sticking around. Vanessa's coming up for Fox 10 Midday.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.